There you go. You know the drill. Don't pay attention to anything. It's been a long time. Yada yada yada. I forgot to come back at y'all with an update. I'm gonna be brushing my hair. And talking to y'all about life again, I guess. So, update. Yeah, it did not pan out well with that guy. But like he's like okay or whatever, but we were never going to work out. And so we just stopped talking to each other. I was in this phase, probably still am in this phase of I'm not, well, at the time, I'd say I call it a phase, but it was really just where I was. I was not in the space to accept more, no, to give more than I was accepting. I was actually accepting more than I was willing to give. And that's just because I'm a very like when I care about someone, like I care about them. Like I care pretty deeply. I'm usually a pretty ride or die person. Um but I have since stopped doing that for everyone possible, you know? I can't ride or die for everyone or I will end up just dying, you know? My chances of dying go up higher than just riding. But anyway, yeah, it didn't really work out. We only went on 2 dates. The third date kept getting canceled and rescheduled on his part. I don't blame him for it. It was like he was sick, and then it was work related, and like it just didn't like our schedules didn't match. Which honestly felt a lot like divine intervention is what came to mind. And then he had to leave town for work again. So like he like moved. So he was only here for like he was supposed to here for a while, like about a year. Um for work, and then they ended up leaving like way early. Um like his job ended up moving everybody way earlier. And so like low key I wonder if that was divine intervention, because I would have like I don't know, already been attached to him and then he'd have to leave. So maybe that's why it didn't pan out, it didn't work out. And this relationship has taught me that some people really are just passing through your life. Like, not everyone you encounter and think is cool or whatever. I'm also gonna be cutting my split ends. Um, is meant to be there for a long time. Sometimes they're just there either to teach you a lesson or they're just there to show you a good time and then be on their merry way or whatever, you know? Like, that's just so fascinating to think about, because I guess I never really thought about it. Like everybody that I grew an attachment to, I always pictured them in my future. You know, like I never just imagined like, oh yeah, maybe they're just passing through my life. You know, maybe I'm just passing through their life. I never even considered that really. And maybe the reason why I didn't see a future, good or bad, with this guy is because there was none. There was no future. Which is it's really interesting to think about. Um but yeah, that's how that panned out. I mean, I wasn't like in love with him or anything, so I don't really care. I'm not heartbroken about it. We already kind of stopped talking to each other before I even found out he was leaving. So it's really not a big deal. And I think that's so fascinating to think about how, like I said, some people are just here for a short while, and it's not because they die or you die or whatever. Like, it's just how it is. And I think that's so interesting, honestly. But yeah, we had like nothing in common, to be honest. He wasn't even my type. Like, you know, like I was kind of just trying to, after I developed a crush on him, I was trying to make myself like him. And then when I did like him, I was trying to make myself like him even more. And it was just like, just because he has some of the qualities you want doesn't mean that he's somebody you would want. And that's just how I am. Like, if I'm pretty shallow, actually. Like, if you don't look the way I want you to look, I'll probably still talk to you, but it will bother me in the back of my head. Unless it's something really small, then, like, I'll probably get over it, but it'll probably still sit in my brain, and I'll probably still talk about it with my close friends and family. But yeah, there's that. And so today also I was watching Kissing Booth 2 and Kissing Booth 3. I just didn't want to watch the first one, and the only reason I watched the second one is because I saw someone and I was like, oh my gosh, they're so cute. And then he's like the rival love interest or something, and I was like, okay, T, like, I kind of dig that. Let's see what happens. And Kissing Booth 2 was actually a really interesting movie, and Kissing Booth 3 was also a really interesting movie. They weren't as trash as I was expecting them to be, so a win on their part. But I was like, because I have terrible second male lead syndrome, which is it is second male lead syndrome. I've been saying second lead syndrome, which technically is like about the same thing. But anyway, well, they're similar. I guess they're not the same. Anyway, I was rooting for the second option, which almost never pans out, except for the Vampire Diaries. Now that I think about it, I think the Vampire Diaries is the only media I've seen where I've liked the second interest more, and then they actually got together. Which, spoiler, I guess, if you haven't seen the Vampire Diaries, it's been a while, but there's like a whole 2 other shows, spin-offs and stuff, but that I think are both completed. Anyway, so yeah, so I was like, dang, where can I find someone like you? And it literally clicked in my brain. I think I literally said out loud. I was like, oh, I have to actually leave my house. So I don't leave my house often. I don't really go out. I'm fine going places by myself, but I don't really like to. Like, I'm not really a social person. If it's just me, I'll be so serious with you. I'm really not that much of a social person. So I do need to leave my house, though. I was thinking about it today, and I was just like, I want to live life more. I want to go out and go do stuff, even if I'm just going to the library or the park or something. Like, I just want to go out and, like, live my life more outside of my house. So I'm gonna try. That's my goal for this year now, to go out and live life more. The thing is, though, my friend that was down for anything, even if she didn't enjoy it, she's so funny. I've taken her a few different places, and we don't have the same taste. We don't have the same taste. So, like, she doesn't have fun, but she goes with me, and then I never invite her again because I'm, like, don't want to drag her somewhere that she's not having fun, you know? But the thing is, I don't have a lot of friends, and that friend is gonna be leaving also. So I'm gonna have to make a new friend. I don't know. Yeah, to actually leave places and go do things. Like, I don't like doing things by myself. I think I already said this. I don't like to do it. Like, I can. I'm capable. I would just rather not. And why do it when I don't have to? You know? Why suffer when you don't have to suffer? Like, why do that to yourself? You don't gain anything from it because you don't have to do it. Anyway, I think that's all I had to say. Really. Yeah, I think I already talked about this, but this channel will probably be more of this, me brushing my hair, because I noticed I actually have quite a few videos of me just brushing my hair and talking, and it's because, like, I need to brush my hair, but also, like, when I'm doing something, I speak more freely, because I'm not as focused on the words that I'm saying. which is a lot better because I'm a very private person to the point that some friends of mine don't even know like what I thought were obvious things, or I definitely should have been talking about, until I just say them and they're like, oh my gosh, what? You went here? You used to live here? You grew up like this? And I'm like, oh yeah, I've known you for like 4 years. How did you not know this? And they're like, you literally never talk about it. And I was like, oh, weird. But it yeah, if I'm not like paying attention, if I am paying attention to everything I'm saying, I usually don't get all of my sentences out. Which is just not fun. Who is that fun for? It's not, who is that helping, you know? Like, who's that for? But yeah. I was just talking to talk longer, honestly. Seeing less than 10 minutes of a video of mine just makes me feel like I didn't try hard enough. Super strange, I know. But yeah, oh, my birthday passed. I totally forgot to bring that up, I guess. Yeah, my birthday passed. I'm now another year older and apparently another year wiser because I am just knowing things now. My thoughts are just, they're thinking, for lack of a better term. Yeah, that's about it. I hope this wasn't a major letdown for anybody. That's just how love, quote unquote, is. It comes, it goes. What's that? Oh, boys are just placeholders. They come and they go. If you don't know where that's from, comment and I'll tell you. Okay. Thank you for your time. I don't remember my outro. Oh, you'll see me in the next one? I think.